Welcome to Bleed Blue Sports.
With the New York Giants coming off a bye this week, we look at the NFC East title race. It's quite a nail-biter. With the Philadelphia Eagles with a heart-wrenching loss against the Cleveland Browns this weekend, and both with Dallas and the Washington football team eking out wins against the Cincinnati Bengals as well as the Minnesota Vikings, the New York Giants are still in it with a three-way tie at second place, all at 3-7. With the NFC East title winner right now, currently, the Philadelphia Eagles at 3-6-1. That tie against the Bengals has proven to be mighty formidable in this long race. But I'm here to tell you, I think the New York Giants will win the NFC East, and the only people I see as any kind of foe are the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get into it. Looking ahead at the Giants' schedule, there are many winnable games on this schedule. One being the Cincinnati Bengals this weekend in Cincinnati. Only because Joe Burrow's out. I think Mixon's out as well. This bodes well for the Giants to come in back from a bye week and capitalize on this NFC East title race. Then from there, we head to Seattle, who's been in the slump recently, and I believe we can beat this Seattle Washington football team. It's the next game I'm more worried about with the Cardinals. They're just looking like world beaters right now. They lost the last game to the Seahawks in the last 20 seconds. I don't know what to say. That could have went easily the other way. And then the week after that, we went on to Cleveland, who are really a good football team. People are sleeping on them. The Eagles couldn't beat them, even though they're not a great football team, but I wouldn't sleep on this game either. And then we're away at Baltimore at a 1 p.m. game, which, I don't know, this can go any way. I'm hoping the Ravens don't get back on track, but their track record just says otherwise. I think they're going to get back on track by the time we see them on December 27th. December football, it's going to be a pound out. And then we head home for the final game. Thankfully, not in Jerry World, but still a tough game. I think this is going to be the game for the division. Now, between our schedule and Dallas's, I think Dallas has the easiest schedule and the Giants have the hardest. So if we can come home, defend our turf, and beat Dallas at home, we're going to the playoffs. And whether Dave Gettleman is going to be our GM next year, I think he's going to ride on this game. Like I said in the last segment, I believe that the Dallas Cowboys have the easiest schedule of anyone left in the East. Now let's take a look. So they're going to have Washington football team on Thanksgiving this year, which they always do. And this might be the only time I actually root for the Washington football team, but I still believe the Cowboys are going to pull this out. Andy Dalton, too many wins. I just don't see it happening, Washington football team. Next, we move on to the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cowboys have to go to Baltimore on a Thursday night game. Well, maybe the Dallas Cowboys can eke this one out because Baltimore hasn't been playing well against anybody. So I'm hoping, Baltimore can pull it around, but not too well, because we have to face them later in the year. Next up, they're at Cincinnati without Joe Burrow. They could be on a losing streak at this point, Cincinnati. So this might be three wins in a row for the Dallas Cowboys, which does not look good for the New York Giants. After that, they're home against San Francisco, who hasn't been looking good either since they beat us early in the season. That could be another win for the Cowboys. Then they also have to go down to Philly in the Mass Dome to face the Philadelphia Eagles in a nail-biter in the NFC East division race, which the Eagles could be in it or at this point. I honestly don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. And then we have the New York Football Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys to end out the season. Maybe for the East, possibly Dave Gettleman's job. We'll just have to see. But I think it's all coming down to this game right here. New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys, 1 p.m. Sunday, Smash Mouth football for the division, for playoffs. Let's go Big Blue. Thanks for watching another Bleed Blue Sports video. Come back to the channel for more Giants content. And if you like it, please like and subscribe.
In the meantime, Bleed Blue Sports. Let's go Giants!